Progressive. Do you think the voters of Georgia deserve to know what John Ossoff actually believes?
I love it. Our friends over at Project Veritas at it again, dropping more bombshells this week, exposing ballot harvesting, and in another state, a politician who is pretty much straight up lying to constituents about who he truly is. Joining me now from the nonprofit journalism enterprise, our friend Neil McCabe to break it down. Hey, Neil, how you doing, brother?
Fantastic, Dan. Great to be with you.
So just a few hours ago, you guys dropped a new bombshell video, this one exposing what appears to be, I think you would call it ballot harvesting or ballot altering down in Texas. Set this one up for us before we play the video.
Well, it was, the term that Rachel Rodriguez uses is ballot chasing, and that's where these ballot chasing organizations, these racketeers, they mail out the ballots to their targets, and then they make the rounds going to people's houses and apartments and collecting them and making sure that they vote correctly, which I think is in this clip, Dan.
Yeah, and pushing them to vote left, obviously. And I believe I even see in this clip coming up, offering gifts, giving a gift once they get it. I'm pretty sure that's illegal as hell. You can't offer a gift or give a gift to get somebody's vote, right? That's like in the election rules for decades.
Yeah, I think that's a violation of federal and Texas law, but it's also not cricket, Dan. And, you're not supposed to pressure people to vote right there with them. And then we see in this clip, she actually has the woman change her vote. She had voted for Senator John Cornyn, the Republican,
right, and
coerces her into voting for the Democrat, MJ Haggard.
Yeah. Now, granted, in the video, we'll set it up here properly. The woman then reiterates to her, you did want to vote all Democrat, right? And the lady is an elderly lady. And then she finally comes around and goes, yeah, I want to vote all Democrat. And you see the ballot. Maybe she made a mistake, or maybe she actually did like Senator Corwin and then was doing the rest Democrats, but they alter the ballot right there in front of her and then give her a gift. All right, we've set it up great now. So let's just show what you guys did, because again, this is another example of what's going on from the left to try and make sure they steal this one. And then after this, stick around, folks. Neil's got another one. This one in Georgia will play after this. Go ahead, guys.
Now, you know, on here, you chose a Republican, not a Democrat, right? Can I do that? You can vote for whoever you want, but our conversation that we had, you said you were voting for Hager because you were going straight Democrat. So that way you were voting for the straight Dem. Is that what you want to do, correct? Can I do it like that? I don't know. Well, I didn't want it all Democrat. Let me just show you. So you're going to dot that in, and the line goes like this. And then your initials are going to put right there. So that way they know it was done accidental.
She didn't vote for who we wanted her to vote for.
I know.
That right there is against the law for me to tell her, like, you realize you voted for...
You can't really
You're not
sway
supposed
them like
to say
that.
nothing.
Look at the shawl. Nice shawl. Oh, what's this?
And she's going to say, man, Motto sent me this badass shawl. You know what?
Yeah.
I couldn't vote for him, but you're in his area, you vote for him.
Yeah.
This is what you call flipping people.
Flipping people.
What I do in picking up the ballots when he was with me, that's illegal. I could go to jail. So I'm a little apprehensive to tell somebody, you know what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And again, once he works with me once, he's going to say
I guess Trump was right.
Oh, hell no, he's not. It's true. Because you're not supposed to do that.
If I have a bunch of them, I'll take 20 here, 30 here, 40 here.
Mix it up, not the same post office.
Of course not.
Yeah.
So because I told her to vote for Hager, so I'm going to take a picture of her, take a picture of the ballot where it says them two on there, take a picture of you in the background so they know that you are freaking there, take a picture of us all together, and then I'm going to send it to you, and you do not let anybody else know this is what I'm doing, because if I go to prison, I do not look cute in stripes, and I will hate you forever.
Wow. Well, on the good side, they always say, you know, stripes are slimming. I hope that someone is going to get that woman busted. You guys, are you working with authorities and turning this tape over? Because she's even saying, this is illegal. I can go to prison. I don't look good in stripes. This is what they're doing. I mean, I can't believe that no mainstream media will pick this stuff up. You guys are doing great work. You're doing real journalism. What places like CNN and the New York Times used to do decades ago, not even that long ago, 5-6 years ago, when they used to do journalism.
Well, I mean, One American News does this kind of journalism too, and obviously we appreciate the platform that you're providing. Project Veritas and Project Veritas Action Fund, you know, every 2 years we're looking for voter and election fraud. We sent out our investigators, months ago, and now all of these investigations are sort of coming to fruition. And just like you saw in Texas, it's pretty crazy. It's, she at one point says she delivered 7,000 votes so far.
Oh my God.
You can start, you start talking those numbers, and a few more of these racketeers like her, you can flip the state of Texas. Forget about flipping a single ballot.
Yeah, you can flip a state.
The state of Texas, you've just changed the country. It's very scary, Dan.
I mean, I'm sitting here getting chills thinking about what in the hell is going to happen next Tuesday when we start counting these votes. When you hear, that's just one person who said she hand-delivered 7,000. How many of those did she alter? All 7,000? And you're right. What if a state like Texas, which has dozens of electoral college votes, comes down to one county like it did back in 2000 in Florida, and she's flipped 7,000 votes to Biden's favor? I mean, this has to be looked at the highest level. We cannot let this happen. They are stealing this election. I don't want to keep going on because people are going to think I'm a raving lunatic like the folks on the left. But this is really happening. I want to get to the other video because speaking of raving lunatics on the left, you guys went undercover down in Georgia and you found a guy down there, a Senate candidate, which they're trying to steal the Senate, named John Ossoff, who acts like he's a moderate Democrat because, let's be real, Georgia is more, I would consider, conservative. And you guys went undercover, got one of his folks to admit that he's lying to voters about who he is. Set this one up.
Right. So Dino Gwynn is a field organizer for the Ossoff campaign. Ossoff, of course, was a Democrat who ran in the special election for Georgia 6. And so, Ossoff's now running in this cycle for Senate against David Perdue, the Republican senator. Ossoff is running as a moderate, but Dino Gwynn tells one of our undercover journalists, this time working for the Project Veritas Action Fund, that he's not the moderate he claims to be.
He's not going to win the election as progressive. And that's basically it. At a certain point, we have to wait for the boomers to die off.
Do you think the Georgians are stupid enough?
Yeah. You can spread that to your other progressive friends. Just kind of keep this on low key. On the surface, he tries to portray himself as left of moderate, so that all the Georgians, all the not us Georgians, but all the rednecks and all that stuff, will be like, oh, he's kind of cool, but he's not so far to the left that I'm not cool with that. But deep down, he's low-key, progressive.
And John is genuine to a certain point, but he can't show his true self 100% of the time. So that's the tough part about campaigning in purple or red states. I was running as progressive within the 5th district of Georgia, which is all black. That's the one that John Lewis, the civil rights activist, was running for. He could win that, pretty much a landslide, but he wants to go for senator. Senator, you have to appeal the whole state. Our whole state isn't progressive. It's more moderate, right?
I'm super progressive.
Okay.
And so
what do you mean, how progressive?
I recently did, one of my friends sent me this poll, and I read it, or did it, and it called me a libertarian socialist.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds awesome. I like to think that he is, in fact, a low-key progressive, and
He is low-key progressive. I can say that as a fact.
He is low-key progressive, and I can say that for a fact. There you go. Yeah. Out of the horse's mouth. So you have a candidate. Let's get it out there. John Ossoff, Ossoff. Folks in Georgia watching, I wouldn't vote for this man. Point blank, you're being lied to. He's telling people he's a moderate Democrat, and he's obviously not.
Yeah, well, John Ossoff, he told the Atlantic Journal-Constitution that he does not stand by these remarks. He finds them offensive. He referred to Gwynn, one of his field organizers, now calls him a phone banker, and there's some question as to whether he's still with the campaign. But
yeah, he removed that stuff. I saw right when you guys put the story out there, he removed the title he had with the campaign off his LinkedIn and other social media platforms. So he's fired. Neil McCabe from Project Veritas, you and James keep up the good fight, brother. You're always welcome to come on and expose these videos on our air so that our viewers will see what in the heck is going on in our country with these Democrats trying to steal this election. Neil, have a good day. Be safe, man.
All right, be good.
Millions of women around the country speaking out to support President Trump, and they will not be silenced. Up next in our Patriot Report, Jessie Jane Duff joins the show to defend why another term for Trump will actually help women move forward. Don't go away.